On the fifth day of Chickenfoot, Michael said to me,
I'm running out!
Running Out I wrote before going off on South American tour, you know, the Down Under tour. And I was fooling around with a capo in my studio and came up with the verses and the choruses and the solo section. And I was thinking, this would really be great to do a song like this. And so I just did a little QuickTime movie of myself playing it so I wouldn't forget it. And I'd watch it while I was out on tour. And I was thinking, I don't know if the guys would go for something like this because it's getting really rootsy sounding. But as I was coming back, I emailed it to everybody and I got these responses with everyone said, we got to do that song, got to do that song. But Chad Smith
is a genius.
and he doesn't throw that around lightly. But Chad said, Joe, you got to write an intro to that song. And I said, no way. And we argued and threw things around, and it got ugly.
It was pretty ugly.
It got ugly. And but in the end, he had me down on the ground. I couldn't get up, couldn't move my arms. It's like, okay. And I'll write the intro. So I wrote the intro, and I'm still mad that I had to write the intro to that song.
Sorry.
And but it's probably the best intro I've ever written under duress. No, I love that intro. Are you kidding? It's the greatest thing I've ever written. But here's the thing that you may not know, which is we were doing a couple of takes. You know, we do a take. Andy comes out, changes his snare drum, microphone placement, and do another take, and they adjust the bass of the guitar. And we've done about 3 takes, and we're really just kind of finishing up writing the intro and the solo section. And then just on a whim, I said, I think I'll plug in a pedal. And then I stuck in that Deja vibe, and all of a sudden that was it. And that created that sound that really informed the way that I played the rest of the song. So it wasn't like I thought this is going to be a Deja vibe song, It was actually, I was thinking something else entirely. Somehow I went from Keith Richards to Pop Staples in a matter of minutes. So,
Running Out, we wrote in the studio. Joe had this little idea, and he sent it to us on a video, and of course, on a computer, and of course, because I don't do computers, I get hung up, so I don't do it. I just, nope. My wife downloads my email and prints it out for me if it's really important. But if it's not really important, I don't even have her do that. So I'm busy, having fun. So, Running Out. So we kind of wrote that in the studio, and I instantly came up, with that chorus, I'm running out of this, I'm running out of that, we're running out of that, we're running out. And it was just, I must have wrote 50 things we're running out of and had to narrow it down. So I just tried to be all over the place. I like ones like, running out of content. That's my favorite one. Running out of money, running out of gas, running out of time, everybody's that. But running out of content, man, it's like, where am I going to go with this? But we switched the chorus around. Originally, it started, instead of going, running out, I'm going, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of plans. And then we finally, Joe's going, well, we need like an answer or something. So I went, running out, I'm running out of time, I'm running out. We just switched it, and the song just came together. It was just made such a big difference in that chorus. It was really great. Right. If I'd have been stubborn in my old days, I'd have said, what do you mean? We ain't changing nothing.
Running Out, kind of old-time bluesy feel. Joe's got the vibro, the vibrating thing going. To me, it's like it reminds me of an old good time, just kind of kick back, blues type feel during the verses. During the chorus or during the solo, we put the power in there, put the punch in there. But I think it's just a great kickback song for me. This was a song that we actually Joe had they had the idea for this song, and we actually worked this one up in the studio and recorded it right away. So that wasn't a song that we actually rehearsed for any amount of time. It was all done right there in the studio.
Run Out is one of the first songs that we did when we went and recorded most of the record at Skywalker Ranch, which is a beautiful place. George Lucas owns this place, and it's a studio up here in, is it in Marin, I think? I think it's in Marin County. And it's beautiful complex, and George Lucas of Star Wars fame. He's a down and out guy. He's not doing very well. I think he lost all his money, I'm not sure, in the Madoff thing, but he's got a nice place to record. And we were so fortunate to be able to get in there. And that was one of the first songs I remember. What I remember about that is Bryan Adams of Summer of '69, Bryan Adams, the nice Canadian man, came down to take pictures of us. Like the first day at the studio, and Bryan Adams taking pictures, and a lot of activity, and it was all kind of exciting. And when you're starting a new project, and in front of me was Sam. Sam was in a vocal booth that had sliding doors. So in the reflection of the sliding doors, I can see Bryan Adams behind me, like taking pictures. And I'm playing. I'm going, this is really weird, man. I'm like playing this song, and I'm looking at Sammy, but then I got the reflection of Bryan Adams taking pictures of me, and I'm in George Lucas's, like, I just did all, like, I should have been like concentrating on the song. Meanwhile, I'm thinking about, like, wow, there's Mike Anthony from Van Halen over there. Wow, that's pretty rad. Wow, that's Joe. Shit, I'm in a band with these guys. This is crazy. I had one of those moments of, like, out of body experience. Like, what am I doing here, man? So, but that song that's one of the songs that feels the best. Has a really good feel. Again, has that Mike's pumping eighth thing. It's a little slower than Sexy, but it's just I love what Sam's singing about, and all the stuff that going on in the world, and that we're running from or running out of, but that one came pretty quick. We got that one pretty quick, I remember.
2, 3, from Check